tutorial requires intermediate skills, takes about 2 hours to prepare, but only 30 minutes or so to apply. You'll get the best results using a face cast. Be careful with those sharp edges on the wire and make sure you have good air circulation and ventilation when you work with liquid latex. Don't forget to order your Elimorph plastic in our store in good time before Halloween, limax.com. So let us begin by creating the flappy mouth pieces, and for that we're gonna need wire and some masking tape. Pull out a piece of wire like that and double fold it. Something like that. Of course, you can do these as huge as you like. However, bear in mind that we will dress these up with liquid latex paste, so they might get too heavy if they are too big. So, figure out how big you want them, and this is the shape you need it to be. Then we go around the wire with our masking tape, creating a flat surface. This doesn't have to be neat and perfect, we just need a flat surface, because this is where we're going to apply the latex paste. And remember, you need a total of 5 mouth pieces. They vary a little in shape, so find yourself a good reference shot of the Stranger Things monster and go from there. To give the inner part of the mouthpieces some texture, we're going to use yarn. So we tear it up a bit. And then we bring out the latex and the food color. This time we are mixing red food color straight into the liquid latex. Give that latex a good stir with the food color in there. And then add flour. This is regular wheat bacon flour. Mix it up. We don't have any real ratio. We always freestyle this, but the paste should look something like this. Don't worry about the color being pink, because this is gonna look pretty awesome when the latex paste sets. So go make yourself a mouthpiece sandwich, and of course use plain latex with a little bit of food color to smooth it out. And this being the inside of a mouth, you don't have to smooth it that much. And also remember that we're gonna add the yarn here for extra texture. Put it in place. Go over it with a little bit of latex. You can just do that with your fingertips. Just like this. And now it's teeth time, and this is how we made them. Go dress up as a Demogorgon with a closed mouth. Heat up some water to 62 degrees and pour in your white Elimorph pellets. Let them turn clear, scoop them up, make sure it's not too hot, and start working your plastic. We're gonna create a little belt. You're gonna need a lot of teeth for this creation, so this method is really quick for creating many teeth. You create this little belt, cut off the edges there so that they are straight, and then you just cut out little triangles like this. Just zip, go over it, and in the end you'll have lots and lots of teeth. Before the latex paste dries up, just push in the teeth wherever you want them. As many or as few as you like, just push them in there. And remember, you have 5 mouth pieces, so this is gonna take a little while. Alright, more masking tape. So we're gonna attach our little mouthpiece to our face cast. It's a very good idea to work on this on a face cast so it matches your face. Simply tape on. Applying the tape over our flappy wire pieces, just like that. At this stage, it doesn't have to be a super solid construction, just make sure the mouthpieces are in place and in the position you want them. When this is dried up, you can actually bend the individual pieces to shape the mouth any way you like. For the center part of our mouth, we need a bit of a darker tone, so we're gonna mix red food color and black. This bottle seemed empty, so we have to dig out. Yeah, you see she just smears it off the shaft of the spoon there. Anyways, mix red and black food color and add the flour as usual the same way. And then we add a little piece of clay here to cover up the eyes, because we want to be able to see. So we just protect our eyes here, then we can remove that clay later and have pretty little holes for our eyes. And then just add the paste and make sure that paste is covering the face, as well as going up a little bit over our mouth pieces. This will make everything turn into one solid unit. Very nice. You can pretty much cover the whole area and then go back and make little holes where your nose is, just like that, so you can breathe properly. Then add additional teeth in our center area, and then you should have something like this. So this is what it looks like when the latex paste has set. We left this overnight, and just peel off all of that excess tape on the sides and cut off the wire pieces. Then you have a nice clean construction like this. Perfect. So create a fresh batch of latex paste, this time white, and then smear it on around all the edges on the outside. And as usual, use regular latex on your fingertips to smooth things out. Next up, we need some shine to our little mouth. So we're gonna add a bit of varnish, kind of difficult here at this stage, but we smear it on there, letting it drip into all the various areas where we can get it in. When everything is dry, go over it with some flour and then gently peel the whole thing off and apply flour as you go. This will make sure the latex doesn't stick to itself. When you've peeled everything off, add additional flour on the inside and then pull out those pieces of clay we used to create the eye sockets. Punch the holes for your nostrils so you can breathe. And take out any excess latex from the eyes there so you can see. Then you're good to go. Put it back on the face cast and let's paint it. Starting with black in the center of our mouth. We also want that black and dark color to spread out on our various mouthpieces. Just like this. Get it out on the edges, and then we are switching to purple to mix that in with the red and the black. And as usual, it doesn't matter what colors you have, just create, do whatever you can. And then we go for beige to paint the rest of the piece outside and behind our flappy mouthpieces. And with the paint job in place, we go for another layer of that varnish to give it some really, really nice shine. I'm varnishing my Halloween monster in Swedish. Jag lackar mitt Halloween monster. With the last coat of varnish in place, clean up the edges. And yep, leave that thing to dry. Find yourself a nice little studio and an awesome mirror. Throw around that crazy long hair of yours and then we get going. Remove the hair in a little knot like that and then go for Vaseline on our fine little hairs in the hairline. We protect our brows as well to make sure no hairs stick in the latex later. Put on a bald cap just like that. Then it's paint job time, and the Stranger Things monster has this sort of white, beige, or even brown depending on if it's damaged or stuff like that. So choose your color. This is white hairspray color to give it a little bit of shade of white. That color actually sucks. Didn't have any pigmentation in it. Anyways, we go for a little bit of purple to match up our mouth because it's coming straight out of our face. Then switch to black for additional shading under our under our jaw. That's a great face, Ellie. And always do a fitting test run with a mask to make sure it fits and sits where it should. And also here you see the holes for the eyes, the mouth, and the nostrils. Perfect. Rip those falsies out and paint darkness wherever there are holes in the masks, and that is around our mouth, our nose, and our eyes. And of course we do this to have full darkness behind the mask. Nothing else should show. Then we apply latex almost over our whole face and gently place that mask where it should sit. Bam! Just make sure you align it with your eyes and your mouth, and add a little extra skin adhesive or liquid latex to set those flappy edges in place. We went back and tried that color again, didn't turn that white. Now let's pay attention to the rest of the body. We were planning on having a suit on actually for filming the intro and stuff, but we ended up doing this paint job on the chest instead, beginning with black grease-based colors, and then we're gonna fast forward here. This took about 10 minutes from start to finish, this paint job. Outlines first, then switching to beige. Switching for a deep purple color for the shading. Then go for black for that additional detail work. Paint job done. Now for a little final touch of blood, and then we are ready with our Stranger Things monster. And you might want to stay clear of those holes for your eyes so you don't have any blood dripping into your eyes. That would be unfortunate at this stage. And then you're ready. Go dance, go rock, go be awesome at that Halloween party. And if you want to, you can bend and tweak the angle of those flabby pieces, since there is a little bit of wire in them. Looking awesome, if you ask me. So we hope you like this first version of the Demogorgon, the Stranger Things monster. And stay tuned for the version with a closed mouth coming up in just a few days. Take super good care of each other out there, and don't forget to subscribe and share this video with the world. You're helping us a lot by doing that. See you next time. Goodbye.